Science has figured some things out. In case you're wondering, in an emergency situation, for survival purposes, could you eat your Crocs?
I'm glad we're spending our time and money on these specific, like, scientific surveys or whatever.
Yeah. The short answer is you can eat them, but they have no nutritional value.
You're kidding.
I mean, it's kind of like rice.
They're made of
Who knew?
They're made of non-toxic material, but they say just because it's non-toxic doesn't mean, even if you could pass it through your system, if
I am shocked that there is no nutritional value.
there's no
in Crocs.
vitamins. We need Crocs with vitamins.
Just in case of emergency.
I know.
With ancient onyx sorghum.
Yo, doesn't like the owner of Crocs live here?
I think
we should
so.
write him a letter
Yeah.
and be like, I want Crocs with multivitamins in them. Some protein-filled Crocs.
Yes.
This could open up a whole new market. They could have THC edible gummy Crocs.
That doesn't sound like a bad idea.
Yeah, if you're out in the middle of the woods and say, I got my shoes.
If you're gluten-free, there's no gluten.
I know.
So
Yeah,
that's good.
helps me.
Don't add gluten, but add nutrients.
Yeah. We want our Crocs to be gluten-free and cage-free.
Exactly.
Free-range Crocs.
This is the Woody and Jim Show podcast, a daily recap of everything you missed.
We were going through TikTok yesterday, and we found this woman who was complaining about all the things people were posting on like her neighborhood app.
Yeah,
and
everybody's got like a Facebook page or something.
Page about her neighborhood, and this is in Nashville, and I thought this was pretty darn funny.
They go a little bit like this. Just saw a ton of fire trucks on 8th Ave by the Publix. Does anyone know what's going on? I'm just spitballing, but probably fire.
Accurate.
Wow.
That's a great guess.
That's super logical.
There's a
it could be
fire
a
truck. I
fire
wonder
truck
what's
because
going
there's
on.
fire.
She's got some other buttes, but we want to know, what are they complaining about?
Yeah.
What stupid stuff are they saying in your neighborhood group, your apartment building group, the Ring app group?
Yeah. We have Jana on the line in Franklin, Kentucky. Good morning, Jana.
Good morning.
Good morning.
What are people fussing about?
So the most recent really popular topic has been dogs using the bathroom in people's yards and not picking it up. The owner's not picking it up. And the most recent post, she went a little overboard. So she was talking about people, picking up their dog feces. Mm-hmm. And then she goes into detail talking about how, big and nasty this pile of crap in her yard is. And then she posted a picture.
A picture! She really wanted to drive it home.
Is this your dog's poo?
Right. And she's going into detail about how this is not a little dog, it's human size.
Oh, okay.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Well, did the photo help you identify who the neighbor was that was doing it? Because that helped settle who had the big dog in the neighborhood.
Needs to have some sort of CSI investigator team come out.
It got anywhere.
It didn't go anywhere.
Yeah,
Okay.
I didn't think it would.
Poor Karen didn't get justice.
You see somebody walking down the street with a Bernese Mountain Dog, you're like, it was them. 100%.
Thanks for letting us know what people are, I can't say the word, complaining about in your neighborhood.
What are they fussing about?
We got started because we were watching this woman on TikTok. She lives here in Nashville, Leah Rudick. She was also on Very Cavallari.
Oh, yeah.
And she was complaining about what all the people in her nice neighborhood were complaining about, making fun of them.
So she's complaining about the complaints.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Legitimately so.
Yeah.
Here's one of them.
Warning, left my keys in my car and thugs stole it. Okay.
Oh, man.
Does it take a thug to steal a car that has the keys in it?
That sadly happens in a lot of neighborhoods around here
Yeah.
where people will leave guns in their car and their car will be unlocked. And there'll be
possibly
the
keys in there.
It's you got to pay attention.
Does it take a thug? No, I think it takes a toddler to do that.
You got to take your keys out of your car. I don't understand that.
Okay. So what are your people in your neighborhood fighting about? Mark is in Smyrna.
Our HOA is being sued by a lady in a wheelchair because she cannot access the treadmills.
The treadmill. So you have a fitness club in your subdivision?
We do. It's not much in there.
Okay.
But she's in a wheelchair and she's suing because she can't get to the treadmill.
Get to them.
All right.
Yeah, there's stairs.
Now, I don't want to be insensitive. I'm asking legit question out of curiosity. Does she go on the treadmill in a wheelchair? Is that what she's hoping to do?
I hope so. That would be worth it.
Reasonable
That would be worth
explanation.
But otherwise it would be, I would like to use this, but I can't, but I'm suing you because I can't do it. So, but she actually does have the physicality to use a treadmill.
I've never seen her walk.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
No. No, it's an electric wheelchair.
Oh, wow.
This begs a lot of questions.
It does.
That I don't think we have answers to.
Yeah.
But
I don't want to search for those answers.
Well, yeah. Thanks for leaving us as confused as you are.
Yes, sir.
Ricky, you look like you have a question.
Oh, I have no questions.
Or are you just totally befuddled?
I'm just listening. I'm
shock.
taking it all in.
Anyone have anything they'd like to add?
Yeah, we got one sent to our Instagram at Woody and Jim Show. And they apparently really love notes in this apartment complex or this little area of living. Because,
did you leave an anonymous note somewhere?
Well, they had a full note war over newspapers.
A note war.
A note war?
We have the notes. So the first note said, if you ordered the newspaper, take it. If you don't want it anymore, cancel it. Otherwise, I'll catch the person who puts newspapers at my door and will newspaper their entire door. You've been warned.
Oh! So somebody's leaving their newspaper at their step.
How dare they leave a newspaper in front of his door?
So the person replied and said, chances are the person delivering the paper put the papers at the wrong door. I get a paper. I always grab it. The newspaper at my door. I dare you, blank moron.
Ooh.
Grow up. No one pays for a newspaper and puts it in front of your door. Another bad word. That I cannot say on the radio.
All over a newspaper.
Nobody's doing it, but it makes. If I lived there, I'd want to. Go down to Mapco and buy a big stack of newspapers. Just leave it there.
Just to irk them at that point.
Take that.
Oh my God! How dare they leave that newspaper? Let's go to one more from Leah Rudick, who lives here in Nashville, who did this latest complaint on TikTok about what her neighbors are moaning about.
Personally, I really enjoyed this one because they were dead set on there being coyotes. Watch your small dogs, watch your cats, coyotes. They posted a picture. It was a possum.
That has to be the best one.
A possum that looks like a coyote. That's a big old possum.
Yeah.
Possums are mean looking.
They are.
But they look nothing like coyotes.
No.
Very different.
If a coyote and a rat had a baby together, it would look like a possum.
Yeah.
We have Townsend in Clarksville. Hey, Townsend.
Hey, how's it going?
Pretty good. So what are people complaining about in your neighborhood?
I have somebody in the back of my neighborhood calling the police on me at least once a week, claiming that I'm doing donuts when all I'm doing is starting my car in the morning and letting it warm up.
Oh, my God.
Is your car loud? What kind of car do you drive?
I have a Demon.
Okay. So it makes
Demon?
It makes a little noise.
Yeah,
right?
it's straight piped. So I mean, it's
yeah, no muffler.
Yeah. So you're not destroying the neighborhood. You're just starting the car.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just starting the car, and I'm nice to him. So when I come home at night, I get off at 7:30. I put it in neutral and let it coast into my driveway down the hill, so I'm not disturbing the peace. But I leave for work at 5 a.m.
Yeah, you can't coast out.
Everyone wakes up when I wake up.
Okay, all right. I can see there like a little bit, but she's misdiagnosing what's going on.
Right.
You're not spinning your wheels doing donuts in the parking lot. You're just starting the car.
Maybe she just needs to invest in some noise-canceling headphones.
And she needs to stop wasting the police officers' times by calling the police, like in the city's funds, by a police officer having to go out there once a week because you're starting your car. Like, Karen, calm down. Calm it.
The worst thing is after I start the car and it warms up, I leave, and then the police officers come, and I'm nowhere to be found.
Oh, so you've already gone by the time the police get there.
I'm already gone.
Okay.
They come back later in the afternoon and catch me when I'm coming home.
Oh. And that's when you're coasting in and don't have the engine on.
Oh, yeah. They're like, that car's not loud. I'm like, well, that's good. It's a neutral, but, you know.
There must not be a lot going on in your neighborhood for the cops to just hang out and wait for you to come home.
bunch of old people with nothing else to do.
Yeah,
Okay.
apparently.
Maybe they need to chip in and get you a Tesla so it doesn't make any noise.
Yeah, right.
Here's what's trending this morning with Woody and Jim on the river.
Brought to you by Mark Spain Real Estate. Starting a week from tomorrow on the 30th, it's going to be Hocus Pocus 2 on Disney Plus. Everybody's very excited about that. I know a lot of people have been planning their parties and getting everything all together, going to be dressing up and bringing in vacuum cleaners to ride. And today at the Halton House downtown, they're having a Hocus Pocus pop-up bar.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
at the
it starts
10 bar.
today.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
It looks so cool.
Might be kind of fun to go check that out with specialty cocktails and whatnot.
Yeah.
Ricky, what you got?
So the National Transportation Safety Board is recommending that all new vehicles include alcohol monitoring technology, which I think is really amazing. They said, obviously this can save tens of thousands of lives each
Like a
year
blower?
from drunk driving. Yes.
Yeah, one of those things
Okay.
that if you blow into, if you have a
Breathalyzer.
certain alcohol level, it won't start. Yeah.
So I assume a breathalyzer. There's no specifics on that because apparently there's other technology that you can use for that. But they're suggesting that. They're not the ones that can actually put these regulations into place. So they're hoping that the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration takes action
Yeah.
with their suggestion.
I'm here
It's
for
a
it.
smart idea.
Volvo
Same.
just put out a preview of one of their electric vehicles that's coming out that has a sensor that watches your eyes, and they said can sense if you're crazy distracted, falling asleep, or possibly drunk. And if
Just the way your eyes behave.
yeah, just by following your eyes, and if that's the case, then it would slowly slow your car down and bring it over to the curb.
So it may not even be a breathalyzer, maybe something like that.
Wow.
But whatever they can use to just monitor you being under the influence.
Saving lives is important.
Very important, yeah.
Good deal.
Jim?
So the Senate actually passed the Sunshine Protection Act, which means they have voted for getting rid of changing clocks twice a year and having daylight saving time all year round.
I'm all for this.
Yeah.
I mean, Tennessee has already, put something on the books, but it's got to be done, I guess, by the Department of Transportation is the one that is in charge of that for the country. And now it goes to the House of Representatives, where it could become a permanent thing. But in the meantime, we will be changing our clocks. We'll be falling back on November 6th. So we have a little over a month before we have to do this maybe one more time.
Thank God, because I don't know how to change the clock in my car.
I know.
Oh my God.
That's why you need to have two cars.
Yeah, I agree.
A daylight saving car.
Leave that one in the garage for 6 months and then swap to the other one.
Yeah.
See? Perfect solution. Woody and Jim in the morning, 107.5 The River. Hello. Thanks for tuning in. Let's talk about brunch.
So
Ooh.
the two biggest people I'd known in my entire life who brunch the most are Ricky and Zach.
We
Love a good
love
brunch.
brunch.
You guys are
That's
like,
where all their disposable and non-disposable income goes
Mostly
forward.
non-disposable.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, we
Yeah.
don't have any money for it,
Yeah,
but we do
right,
it
like-
anyways.
Rent or brunch?
it's going to be brunch.
I mean,
Brunch
rent
wins.
only lasts for a month. You could go to brunch many a times for
I
the
know.
amount that I spend on
Yeah.
rent.
Yeah.
And
So,
after
like-
enough mimosas, you forget how much you're spending.
Yeah.
That's
I'm always
great.
telling people,
Perfect.
okay, I'm coming to town. Where can we do brunch? So I just go to Ricky and Zach. Where should they go to brunch? And you guys are always brunching.
Oh, yeah.
So there's a list I heard.
Yeah, there's a list that I don't agree with at all.
Okay.
This is a good brunch place.
It's the best brunch spots in downtown Nashville.
Okay.
It says Acme Feed and Seed,
Eh,
Tin Roof,
eh,
Famous Nashville,
eh,
1230 Club Honky Tonk,
eh.
Stop it.
Skulls Rainbow Room,
There's a goose in the room.
Yeah.
Skulls Rainbow Room, and Listening Room Cafe.
I don't agree with a single one of those.
I'm sorry.
Right?
Wow.
Who made this list? Clearly not professional brunchers.
I agree.
Professional
I agree. I will
brunchers.
say 1230 Club, not a bad choice.
I haven't had brunch there.
I'm sure
Not
this
a bad
is pretty
choice.
good. Yeah, I'm just
But
guessing.
the other ones, I'm like, I just don't agree.
Okay, so give me one or two good brunch places. Brunch aficionados.
Ooh, Mockingbird.
I would say Ricky and I love the
Bomb.
Mockingbird.
Okay.
Bomb brunch at Mockingbird.
Okay.
What
Hawk
makes it-
Smith.
What makes those good brunch places? Hopsmith.
Ambiance, great drinks that aren't just like your classic Bloody Mary and mimosa.
Yeah.
Like, switch it up sometimes, you
Okay.
know?
I love Hopsmith because they have Fruity Pebble French toast.
Ooh, yes.
And the Bobby Hotel has a great drag brunch on Sundays that I love going to.
Okay,
cool.
well, if that's involved, then you love everything.
Exactly.
If it's got a drag, drag show involved.
That's the whole point.
They still do a drag brunch at Susie Wong's House of Yum.
They do.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
That's a
They
big
do.
deal.
Oh, Snooze Cafe or Snooze AM Cafe is also very good brunch.
Yeah, in East Nashville.
Okay.
Bomb brunch.
All right. Now, the other day, I heard you mentioning brunch, Zach, you said like a 2 o'clock brunch?
Yeah, drag brunch started at 2 p.m.
That's not
It
brunch.
was at the Virgin Hotel.
You can't
2
call
o'clock
it
is not
at
brunch.
2
Why
o'clock.
not?
Brunch is between breakfast and lunch.
Well, if you don't wake up till noon and you haven't eaten.
Okay, all right.
Well,
That's technically
They should
between your
technically
breakfast
call
and
it a
lunch.
hungover brunch.
No, then it's dinner.
A hair of the
It's
dog
lunch
brunch.
and dinner.
I don't
Okay.
like the idea
It's
of
a drag
dinner.
dinner.
No, if it's the first thing you eat when you wake up, then that's either breakfast or lunch. You don't eat dinner when you first wake up.
Facts.
But you can't, if you wake up past the window between breakfast and lunch, why can you
So
call
you're
it
putting a
brunch?
time frame on what time you should eat breakfast.
Well,
Now,
that's why they
breakfast
stopped
is the
serving
first-
breakfast at Chick-fil-A at 10:30.
Yeah.
Well, Chick-fil-A also has hate nuggets, so here we are.
They're delicious.
8 nuggets.
So, I mean, they're not the only ones. You pick any place. They have hours for stuff.
Yeah.
Well, that sounds like a them
So I
problem.
get what Zach's saying, though, and I kind of agree with him. Although if somebody invites me to brunch at 2, I'm going to be like, no. I've already eaten by that point.
Right.
Right, but
So,
if you
like,
don't wake up till noon,
I agree with you. Then it's technically
Right.
brunch.
your first
It's
meal
not
of the
technically
day.
brunch.
I just won't be happy about having brunch
If
at
it's
2.
the first meal
See.
of the day, what is breakfast?
The breakfast is as soon as you wake up. Is your first meal of the day.
Right.
And then you have
But if-
brunch,
but if
and then
wake
you have
up
lunch.
You wake up at 1:30.
Yeah. You
And
break
that's your first meal of the day, which you just said makes that brunch.
Then that's
Now that makes it
breakfast.
You
breakfast.
break your fast at 1:30 in the afternoon.
Yeah. This sounds like y'all need more sleep on the weekends, is what I'm saying. Y'all need to sleep in more.
2 o'clock in the afternoon. Can't call it brunch.
Yeah.
And if elected, I will make it law.
Jim is
Oh, my
right.
God.
It's between lunch and dinner. It's dinner.
You got to call it dinner.
Or call
I
it,
don't like dinner. That
or
weirds
a
me
lot of
out
people
for some
call
reason.
lunch
Dunch?
dinner, and then it's supper, so it could be dupper.
Could you
Let's go have
imagine,
Dupper.
like,
Dunch.
if you were like, hey, you guys, you want to come to my Leonard drag show?
Yeah, no, it sounds
Easy
silly.
for you to
Yeah.
say.
I really don't think the whole process should be dictated by drag shows.
Why not? They make
That's like the
brunch
most
way
iconic
better.
brunch to have.
Are you kidding?
The most iconic brunch to have
That's
is
the
a drag
only
brunch.
lens you're looking through.
Yeah. If you say, I like
Can you
brunch.
do expand
I
your
only
view?
said one drag brunch. I also said the Mockingbird, Hopsmith, the
Snooze.
Like, there's
Right.
so many other better places.
So, Zach,
Do
we'll
they
go
have it
to
at
a
2?
non-drag brunch if it's an emergency.
If they have bottomless mimosas, yes.
It's just no entertainment. It's not as fun.
Do they
Yeah.
have them at 2?
I'm sure they do.
Okay.
I don't know. Let's check.
Oh, you're going to make me
Oh.
I
fight.
didn't realize we were going to get so angry over this.
The Mockingbird Nashville. I'm going to find out when their brunch is. Go ahead. We'll continue and be right back.
All right.
Woody and Jim in the morning on 107.5 The River.
Jim, what's making us happy?
Don't you just love when a kid follows in their parents' footsteps and they can have that kind of proud legacy together? Mm-hmm. Well, there is a woman who has served as a Navy Master Chief in the United States Navy for 30 years.
That's pretty high up.
And she's, hanging it up. She's retiring.
Okay.
But she was relieved from duty in an official ceremony by her son, who will take the same job.
Oh, that's sweet.
Stop
And
That's
it.
really
so-
cute.
He approaches her, he salutes her, she salutes back, and then they hug. And it's just the sweetest moment you'll ever see, and really, really cool. And she also doesn't look like she could be his mom, so compliments to her. She looks great. If you
Good
wanna
for her for her accomplishments, though.
Absolutely. And 30 years of service, thank you
Yeah,
very
that's
much.
amazing.
Yeah.
So you want to see this beautiful exchange, just follow 1075 The River on Instagram. It's in the Instagram story.
Yeah. Well, my son Alex got promoted. They had a promotion ceremony, and his grandfather, who also used to be in the Navy, was there. And, where he got to pin him
Sweet
with
moment.
the new rank stuff on him and stuff. It's a very
That's-
touching moment.
That's
yeah. Yes,
Fantastic.
very cool. Woody and Jim in the morning, 107.5 The River. You're just tuning in. We're having a heated, passionate debate about brunch and when it should happen and where it should happen.
Because Zach talked about a 2 o'clock brunch, and I said, you can't have brunch at 2 o'clock.
It ain't brunch at 2.
I will stand corrected because the places they mentioned for brunch, Ricky and Zach, you said the Mockingbird and Tavern. You liked the brunches there.
R.I.P. to Tavern.
Yeah, Tavern is not a thing anymore.
Tavern is unfortunately closed down.
But Hopsmith and Midtown.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
They do serve brunch through 2:30 at the Mockingbird and 3 o'clock at Hopsmith. So
Yep, so
I guess
you can have brunch
have
at 2 p.m.
So it's late brunch.
Yes. You can have the coagulated leftovers of the people who came during regular brunch hours.
Still brunch.
But it's still brunch.
It's still brunch.
If you have enough mimosas, it'll
it's still
taste good.
in a pan heated up with sterno that was lit at 6:30 a.m.
Yo,
So, yeah. So
still
go.
brunch.
And we have a talk back from the iHeartRadio app.
Hi, Woody and Jim. This is Jessica from Bethpage. Jim, I think you and I were raised in a time where brunch meant the meal between breakfast and lunch or a late breakfast, but I think these days brunch is actually referring to breakfast foods for lunch.
I stand corrected.
It's time for men and women to answer questions for gender war.
All right, we represent the ladies in the audience. We have Amber in Murfreesboro. Good morning, Amber.
Good morning.
Ooh, you're very chipper, Amber.
And for the guys, we have Kirk in Kingston Springs. Hello, Kirk.
Good morning.
Hey.
Good morning.
Kirk is also chipper.
Very up.
All right, let's find out a little bit about you. A little bit too much, because we're porch pirates. Amber, what was the last thing in that box on your porch?
It was an Amazon package for my baby's little electronic doodle pad.
A doodle pad. Not going to lie, that would probably occupy us for days.
Wait till the baby takes a nap and then you can play with it.
That's right. Hey, Kirk, what was in the last box that was on your porch?
It was a Hot Wheels racetrack for my little boy's 8th birthday.
Well, happy belated birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday. We'd also be enjoying that for days. All right, you each have a screw you can use. If you get in trouble, don't know the answer, yell screw, and we'll give your question to your opponent.
Here we go. Multiple choice for you, Amber. Is George R.R. Martin the author of Lord of the Rings, Game of Thrones, or The Matrix?
B.
What's that?
Do you say B or C?
B,
which is the
Game
middle
of
answer,
Thrones?
which is Game of Thrones.
Yes,
that
is correct, even though you try to make it super complicated.
The middle one, you could have said.
They went to the other two.
All right, you're up 1-0, despite that, weird little bit of indecision. Let's see if Kirk can tie it up.
Is Hamilton streaming on HBO Max, Hulu, or Disney Plus, Kirk?
Disney Plus.
Yep.
Right.
Good job.
Okay.
Or 3.
All right.
C.
Here we go. Amber, there'll be no multiple choice for this one. What color is the center line on an NHL hockey rink?
Red?
Red is correct.
Yes.
Well done. Good job.
All right, it's 2-1, and now it's Kirk's turn to try to tie it up.
You buy some cardamom at the store. What is that?
I did. It's lip protection. Like
No.
a chapstick.
No, it's
You're
a
thinking
spice.
you're thinking of Carmex.
Yeah.
It's a spice.
It's
Incorrect.
a spice.
Okay. All right. You can lock up a victory with this one, Amber. What car maker sells the Telluride SUV?
Kia.
Nice.
Everybody says that car
Nice.
looks like the new Range Rover. Like the Kia Telluride looks like a Range Rover.
They
Nice
actually
looking car.
Fancy.
Kia's up their game. They actually have some pretty good looking cars
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah,
All
people
right.
love that.
Not an endorsement. Hey, Amber, you are the winner. Congratulations. Woody and Jim in the morning, 107.5 The River. Now, Zach, tomorrow is your Friday hair day.
I'm so excited. So for like the last couple months, I've been talking about that I'm going to PAI Medical. We grow hair to get like a full hair transplant. And tomorrow is finally the day.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
So you have to be there like early in the morning, 6:30.
Yeah.
And they're going to like add to your hair, right?
Yep. So they're like putting basically like what old school people would call it is like hair plugs, but it's like so up
It's more
to date
advanced
now.
than that. Yeah. Sure,
so they're
I get
adding
you.
more to the top of my head, so I'll be luscious.
Back in the day, it used to be really obvious, but now they're really good at it.
Yeah, now they're fantastic.
Yeah.
Now you're going to be like the cover of a romance novel when you're finished.
Oh,
Fabio!
Oh, he's going to be Fabio. Fabulous Fabio Zach.
Yes.
Zacchio.
But here's the thing: is my boyfriend has to take me because they're doing like local anesthesia.
You're not allowed to drive afterwards.
Yeah. And so my mom has been in the medical field for a long time. So clearly she's like, Mama Bear has to be there too.
So your mother and your boyfriend are going to be in the waiting room for like several hours waiting for you.
Yeah, for like 6 hours together.
Right.
Just
Rough.
sitting there in the waiting room.
It's not like a 6-hour procedure, but you're going to be there for a long time. So they've got to be there for a long time, just including everything getting ready and all that stuff. So that's a long day. That's a full day pretty much of them hanging out together without you in the mix.
Now, they get along pretty well, don't they?
Oh, yeah. They share a birthday. They used to work together. Like before me and my boyfriend even started dating, they worked together.
That's still a lot, though, for your significant other.
For anybody to spend that much time together.
Yeah.
I told my boyfriend that he should drive separately just in case he like gets overwhelmed by her. He can be like, sorry, I got to take a work call. I got to go home.
Gots to go. Bye-bye.
I gave him an out, so we'll see if he takes it.
He won't.
No, he won't. He would never. But I gave it to him.
What are the chances that your mom's husband is actually giving her the same speech today, right now, saying, if at some point during the 6 hours you need to get away from David, you should drive separately so that you have some...
I mean, I wouldn't blame him.
Well, it'll be relatively quiet because Zach will be sedated the whole time.
Yeah, so it's going to make it even more awkward for them.
Oh, my God. This may be the first time that much... like time goes by without Zach blurting out something.
I know. But here's the thing. I promise you.
The quiet will be unsettling.
They're going to have a party in the waiting room. You guys think that like I just drink 24/7? Have you met my mother? She's literally going to bring like a case of mimosas so that they can
party.
Yeah. They're going to have like mimosas and margaritas in the waiting room while I'm having surgery tomorrow.
I don't know if that's necessarily allowed, but I like the idea.
Yeah.
They'll just have to pregame in the parking lot.
Good way to pass the time.
Yeah.
Just have to put it in like a Wendy's soft drink cup.
Yeah.
Oh, she definitely will.
We'll just go outside and tailgate and then come back in. It'll
Ricky,
be
if
fun.
you want to meet her for a margarita tomorrow.
I
you know
might,
where she'll be.
honestly. I'm thinking about it.
Trending. Here's what's trending this morning with Woody and Jim on 107.5 The River.
Brought to you by Mark Spain Real Estate. Zach?
So Taco Bell, my favorite, they're set to actually bring this new Beyond Carne Asada steak. So now if you're like a vegetarian, they're going to have a vegetarian option starting on October 13th. It's going to be a Beyond Steak. And I guess it's going to be like in a quesadilla. You can also put it in any other menu item of choice with no extra added cost to swap it out to the Beyond
That's
Meat.
awesome. Now they don't only have to get beans.
Right. Yeah, I was vegetarian for a year and a half, and I loved a bean and cheese burrito from Taco Bell.
Some of the Beyond Meat stuff is pretty good.
Yeah.
Some of it is really terrible. Some of it's good.
But when it's good, it's scary. Because it's like, how did they do that?
Yeah.
Their haters will say that Taco Bell has never had real meat.
As in you, Jim?
Yeah.
No.
You mean grade D, still okay for human consumption? Comes
I
out of a hose?
I had a Taco Bell Crunch Wrap with carne asada steak last week, and it was fantastic.
It was so good. Jim and I ordered breakfast.
Oh my God. I'm still thinking about it. There's a historic food marker placed where we ate them.
You enjoy it, and then you also just wallow in your shame for hours afterwards.
Yeah. So that's coming October 13th for the vegetarians. Jim?
Nice.
So you guys remember Guitar Hero when that was a huge thing?
Oh, totally.
There is a new game for PC gamers out right now, and it is called Trombone Champ. And you have to play along with the lines that move across the screen, just like Guitar Hero. And here it is, an example of the game being played by someone to Beethoven. Here it comes.
It sounds like a fart.
I know, it does.
Trombone Champ, and I am not kidding, is by some experts and analysts in the gaming world being called a candidate for Game of the Year.
I want that to be my alarm that wakes me up in the morning.
They love it so much. They said they love when they get it right, and they love it just as much when they're bad at it.
Totally.
It sounds real bad.
Yeah. Sounds like you're strangling
it sounds
a
real
goose.
bad.
No animals were harmed in this game.
Love it.
Ricky.
So it's basically spooky season. And with that comes obviously all of the Halloween themed things.
Oh, yeah.
And one of the ones that I'm super pumped about, even though I'm gluten free and probably shouldn't drink it, there is a Chucky beer.
Like Chucky the
Like
evil
the doll.
doll?
Like the doll.
What's it taste like?
There is a season 2 of the show Chucky that's coming out.
Oh, that's
so in
right.
conjunction with that,
It's like a
they have
Hulu
a
show.
Chucky Chucky beer for the doll. It's supposed to taste like pumpkin and cranberry with hints of cinnamon. Sounds amazing to me.
Yeah, it doesn't sound very creepy at all. Sounds delicious.
Yeah.
That sound as
Should be
murdery
really
as it
good.
should.
I know.
If you want more information, you can go to 1075theriver.com, keyword Ricky.
Moments ago, Zach, we were talking about your procedure. You're having a hair transplant tomorrow, and your boyfriend, David, and your mom will have to wait in the waiting room for 6 hours for you to be done.
They will be in the waiting room all day together.
And
We were just talking about how it's going to be difficult for them.
Yeah. But your mother has released a statement.
My mother has texted me and she said, I'm listening. Let's make the following list of things abundantly clear.
Okay.
Number 1, Zachary Benjamin is in fact the third wheel in David and I's relationship.
Wow.
Number 2,
Love that.
if push come to shove, I'd have a hard time deciding who I loved more. Hashtag I loved David first.
Wow.
Number 3, I was not thinking about a mimosa in the morning, but now done and done.
Smart, yeah.
So some good came out of it. We made sure she's bringing mimosas.
100%.
To the waiting room.
Which I said that David and my mom worked together before David and I ever even started dating.
Yeah. Right.
So my mom
In the
was
same
so
town.
excited when David and I started dating. So she always says, "I love David first." I'm like, okay, way to make
Even
it
though
creepy.
she gave birth to you.
Yeah.
So you'll be sedated during a procedure, and they'll be sedated in the waiting room for
A mimosa coma.
Zach has got your celebrity stuff.
Just like we knew this was going to happen after the whole Adam Levine scandal hit the internet about him allegedly cheating on his wife, Bahati Prinsloo, with this TikToker, YouTuber named Sumner.
And possible others.
Yeah, we were like, oh, there's got to be more women that came out. As of yesterday, there were 3 women total that had come out. As of today, there are 5 women total that have come out. So one of them is actually his former yoga instructor, who was once employed by Adam Levine. Apparently, I guess Adam Levine would compliment her by saying that she had the best butt in town. And then apparently he sent her a text message that said, I want to spend the day with you naked.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's very
She needs to leave this man.
Very respectful of his wife.
Yeah. Also, there's a 21-year-old fitness model that I guess has like only 4,000 followers on Instagram, which is still a lot, but in comparison to like Adam Levine, who has millions.
Totally, yeah.
I guess he would like message her almost every single night at 10 p.m. and like reply because she was a fitness model. She was showing like workouts, and he would reply to videos just where she was showing her behind, like showing butt workouts. And he
So
would
Adam's
like
a butt guy, clearly.
He's a butt guy.
yes,
act.
he is a butt guy. So I guess this fitness model literally just responded with, "You're gonna get caught DMing girls like me." That's all she said.
Wow.
Like, good for her. She didn't reply. She didn't fall into it.
Yeah.
She seems sensible. That's probably why she only has 4,000 followers.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, but she warned him.
Yeah.
She warned him, and I guess sources close to Adam's wife, Bahati Prinsloo, are saying that clearly she's very upset, but she's 100% dedicated to her marriage.
No.
And they were seen yesterday for the first time in their first public outing since the allegations came out, and they were all smiles and kissy and all over each other and looked quote unquote very happy.
I hate what she has to go through right now.
Right.
Yeah.
That stinks.
There are like body language experts who are talking about just because they looked happy, they were like seeing, like explaining what they saw in these photos.
Right.
And basically the body language experts are like, she's 100% faking it. Like she did not emotionally look connected to him in these photos.
It's like when a politician is accused of something and the the wife is next to him, trying to be supportive, but she's not thinking that.
It's
all
just
for public, yeah.
I hate that she's having to go through this.
It
like,
stinks.
especially being a pregnant woman. Like being cheated on and going through all of this publicly to start with sucks.
Bad enough.
But being pregnant with your child is like just adds even more stress to another layer of the entire situation.
Thanks for listening to and recommending the Woody and Jim Show podcast. Listen to Woody and Jim in real time every weekday morning on 107.5 The River, Nashville, or live on the iHeartRadio app.